Okay, Paul, welcome to Canada's Heartland.
Thank you very much. I'm very excited to be here. I tell you what, I got to show you something. 8 years ago, I picked up this Patricia region map at a sports show, and I've been dreaming about my trip since then.
Well, you know, Paul, it was probably me that handed you that 8 years ago, and it's about time you got up here and did some fishing.
Yeah, my dream's going to become a reality, so let's go catch some fish.
Let's do it.
Well, Mike, we made it. We're out here on beautiful Trout Lake. This is a wonderful day.
It is. Beautiful day, great flight in, and now all we need to do is catch a few fish.
Nice walleye here.
Nice
Oh,
walleye.
beauty.
A real nice one.
Rob Williams got the net here.
Yeah, Rob's our guide, and he's doing well so far. Boy, he took that right down too, unfortunately. Whew. Look at the bite in the side. Can you imagine the size of the fish that took that bite?
The pike that came and took him, I'm looking to catch that guy later, huh? Another beautiful walleye.
Look at that. Whew.
Now, Mike, what exactly is Canada's Heartland? I mean, where is it? What is it?
Well, Canada's Heartland, Paul, is a geographic area of the center of Canada, pretty much straight north of Minnesota. Easiest access point driving up here from the States would be through International Falls. And it goes all the way up to the Hudson's Bay coast, hundreds of miles north of the border.
Absolutely a huge area there.
Oh, immense. It's about the size of the state of Minnesota.
And were you telling me that like 40 or 50% of it's water?
Yes, sir. 40% is water covered. Probably offers some of the best freshwater fishing in the world. Certainly opportunities for all kinds of fishing experiences.
I mean, trophy walleye, trophy pike, muskie, smallmouth bass, lake trout.
Absolutely all of those species. Of course, varies from lake to lake. You don't often get all species in a lake, but there's certainly different lakes with world-class opportunities in all of them.
And just like the variety of fish species, there's really a variety of different types of resorts and camps, right?
There sure is. Yeah, they range all the way from something as simple as a roadside RV park right up to a fly-in American Plan lodge, which would be one of the premium types of vacations.
Okay, so depending on your time and your budget, what you want to catch, you can really tailor make your vacation.
You sure can. Yeah, there's something for everyone, literally, all the way from the budget end right up to the top end of the food chain.
Canada's Heartland doubleheader, huh?
Yeah, look at that. That's beauty.
There we go. And...
Oh, yeah. Look at that. Now that's fishing. Aren't those a gorgeous color? That can see why the French Canadians call them d'or, which is French for gold. Those are two beautiful Heartland walleyes.
Yeah.
You bet.
Mike, how many different options are there for a Heartland adventure?
Well, you know, Paul, there are actually dozens and dozens, but in the vein of fishing, it basically breaks out into a couple of different types of options. There's the housekeeping roadside type adventure where you're going to pretty much look after yourself. You might bring your own boat, or you might rent a boat from the lodge. The next type of thing you can do would be American Plan with road access. That's where you'll be looked after a little better. You're going to have your meals made, your beds made, and that type of thing, usually with a guide. The next option is the fly-in fishing adventure. That's a great one. It breaks out into two different kinds of trips, either to a fly-in lodge, like we're fishing at today, or fly-in outposts. Now, an outpost is...
You truly get the whole lake to yourself, right?
You do, and if you're confident in looking after yourself, it's one of the best of the vacations in my mind. And that's where you go in and they drop you off on Saturday morning and basically check that everything's working at the cabin and say goodbye and have a good week. And the lake's yours. It's
really an adventure there.
It really is. But you know, one of the things that's really important, especially if you're fishing on a big lake like we are today, that you arrange in advance that the first day you're going to be there or the first day you're going to fish, that you have a guide.
Yeah, if the guide puts you on the fish, you're really going to enjoy yourself that much more.
Absolutely. That's really important. Oh, is that ever a nice walleye?
The guide's starting to show us up pretty good. This is Rael Olson. He's showing us a good time out here at Cat Island Lodge, and that's another beautiful walleye.
Whoa, I could have helped you with that, you know. Boy, that is a beauty, eh? 23 and a half. There's a guy who's got an eye for it.
I tell you what, Mike, look at everything we got here. This is the real deal, man.
It is, isn't it? You just cannot get anything better than a Canada's Heartland shore lunch.
It's halfway through our first day here. It's probably caught 30 or 40 walleye. What a great fishery.
Isn't that amazing? It is just something real special. You know, the only thing that a guy needs to remember up here is to bring a camera and a good friend.
Oh, right on.
Let's do lunch. Set there, Paul. There we go.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Whew, look at those golden colors.
Look at that color. Isn't he a beauty?
I tell you what, Mike, I really want to thank you for bringing me up here to Canada's Heartland. I had a fantastic time, and I really waited way too long to come up here. I was dreaming about that trip for 8 years, and I'm coming every year now.
You know, Paul, that's the truth. If we can just get folks up here once, we got them hooked. It's just the most beautiful place. I mean, where else would you want to be? Look at the gorgeous wilderness we're surrounded by, great fishing.
What's the best way for someone to plan a trip and come up here?
Probably their best first step is to go to 1-888-I-CAN-FISH or go to the website that's on the screen and order a Canadian fishing map. A current one, not an 8-year-old one. We're more than happy to provide that. And it's a great starting place. It lists about 200 Canadian lodges up in Canada's Heartland. Super spot to get your first information and then make contact with the lodges.
Well, that sounds good. I really want to thank Riel Olson. He did a great job of guiding us all week long here up at Trout Lake. Hey everybody, I'm Paul Turner with Midwest Outdoors, and I'll see you on the water.
The Patricia region in northwest Ontario is Canada's heartland. Imagine thousands of lakes teeming with walleye, northern, bass, musky, trout, and more. Spectacular scenery, friendly people, and a wilderness vacation for every budget. Plan your adventure with your free Canadian fishing map and guide. Call 1-888-I-CAN-FISH or link up with 200 of Canada's top lodges and outfitters at freemap.ca. Your greatest adventure waits in Canada's heartland. Visit Ontario, where there's more to discover.